Military horses and military working dogs are a vital and integral part of Britain's armed forces. And just like humans, they get the highest level of training to do their job.
The Defence Animal Centre is the only defence centre for training animals and people, and we sit on about a 360-acre site. We've run through about 700 students a year and push out to defence nearly 200 animals, a mixture of horses and dogs, and we do that on a site that's been ours since 1903. So the War Department bought this in 1903, and there's been an unbroken period of horses and later 1946 dogs.
Training dogs for the military, government departments and defence police is the biggest job at the centre. In October, Princess Anne, the Colonel-in-Chief of the Royal Army Veterinary Corps, opened up the newly refurbished military dog training accommodation. More than 200 dogs now live in brand new, soundproof kennels.
It's brilliant. We've got over 200 new kennels recently opened, and it puts our dogs at the Defence Animal Centre in the best kennels possible, and that can only be good for their training.
Some of the dogs, like Badger, are trained to become detection dogs, to search for a target scent and sniff out drugs or explosives. They'll have their very own trainer, like Lance Corporal Sarah Smith. She's been out on operations in Iraq and had a successful tour in Afghanistan with her dog in 2011.
We found about 8 gorilla boxes of ammunition, explosives, bomb-making equipment. We found 20 rifles, a couple of RPGs, a few pistols, just a lot of stuff really. I was really proud of my dog. You know, it was a good day. It was my first find, so I was really chuffed.
The second discipline they train here is protection, where the dog is trained to attack an intruder.
Army, halt! I will release my dog! Chase!
But protection dogs are also taught how to apprehend an intruder and detain him without causing him bodily harm.
For years, it's only been adult dogs that have been based here, but in the last 18 months, puppies like OJ here are starting to be trained so that from day one they can be part of the military working dogs environment.
The Young Military Working Dogs project has now trained 25 dogs that are ready to serve on operations. At the moment, they're training around 10 pups that are 20 weeks old.
The programme we have at the minute is from 8 weeks old, and we do environmental training with them, so we get them into as many places as we can do, introduce them to as many smells and sounds and lots of different people. We do lots of visits into Melton Cattle Market and things like that. So that we know that they're going to be able to work in new surroundings in different places. And we also do a lot of drive work, which is what you're seeing going on behind me, and we get chamois leathers and basically start a game with the puppies and let them know it's okay to bite, not like the civilian pets that people tell it's not okay to bite. We want these to have a lot of energy and a lot of fun whilst they're working.
Training puppies allows them to be moulded quicker to the requirements needed to serve with the military, in contrast to an adult dog who may have already had trauma in its life. It also means that the dog will have a longer working life. Once that working life is up, the dogs are rehomed with civilians. Since 2009, 417 military working dogs have gone on to live a new life, but 350 have been euthanised. There are various reasons for this, from illnesses like cancer to the dog having a dangerous temperament, putting humans at risk.
Defence is a responsible dog owner, and where it's possible and the dog's quality of life is not going to be hampered by veterinary conditions and it's safe to do so, we try and rehome our dogs to ex-handlers or members of the public, but only when it's safe to do so.
There are 125 trainers here, and all of them are passionate about their dogs. As Afghanistan draws down, the number of military working dogs needed out in theatre is reducing, but the K9 training squadron will still be as busy as ever.
There will still be the requirement to protect things, and there will be the requirement to find things. Those are the two key things that dogs do, and that will continue, but what we're going to find ourselves doing is training for the uncertainty rather than we've been able to know what we're going to do for a long period of time. 12 plus years in Afghanistan, before that in Iraq. So we're going to go back to what we used to do before that, which is be prepared for the unknown.
The Defence Animal Centre will still be training and teaching to produce the best detect and protect dogs possible. Laura Hawkins, Forces News, the Defence Animal Centre in Melton Mowbray.